Birch Creek. This is what blew out of its bank. This is where that mud was 10 foot high and almost covered up the sign. Thank you, boss. Sure. These guys are real good about letting me get in here when they were taking a break on the dump truck. But when I got here, there was dump truck after dump truck. There's a Kubota coming in. A lot of people are up here helping the steakhouse. Their wheelbarrows with just muck. They're coming in and out of the steakhouse. They're on front loaders, tractors, you know, scooping it up and then dumping it in a parking lot. And then the guys come up with the the wheelbarrows are coming out of the restaurant and they're dumping in the parking lot. And then the little tractors with the front loader come over and pick it up and take it to the over to these, and it gets loaded in these dump trucks. It's just it's really died off, but earlier it was a constant dump truck. Oops. Somehow that got changed around. You can see it. Maybe this is where they're dumping it. You know what? I think this is where they're dumping it. See up here on the hill here? Yeah, they're dumping it over there. They're not going far then. I was wondering how they were coming back so fast. I thought they were going down the hill. But they're not going down the hill. Let me get my camera fixed here. But as you can see right there, they are, this is where the fire, the El Dorado, we were right below here when it first started. This is where the fire made a run toward the village up here. It came across this field. That's when the chief said we need to get out of here. And the deer were running around up here. They were completely confused on which way to go. In fact, one of them went the right way, then turned around and ran back into the fire. We tried to stop her. It was a doe. And it was so sad to see her run right into the fire. I don't think she made it because it was just a wall of fire. Yeah, these guys they're dumping right there on the right. This is Oak Glen Road up up above Potato Canyon near the Y. I wanted to stay up here longer, but I need to go get my drone new props so I can fly tomorrow, and I want to go over to Forest Falls. I'll let you see what's going on down here. That's the orchards there on the right, where you see the deer out there. A few of those trees burned in the fire. I'd say 3/4 of them made it. But I'll let you see the road going down. They're still working on the Oak Glen Road. This is why it's not open, is this road still isn't clear. You can see on the left there, they got a street sweeper and some blades over here working, trying to clear the road. But they're also scooping out this, they don't have anywhere to push the mud anymore. They can't push it to the side. So they're trying to scoop a lot of this out. They were. Well, let's see what they're doing down here. Edison's working back there on Potato Canyon on getting the lines back up. There's power lines back there behind me. And it looks like, trying to see what's going on here. These water tanks, boy, you know what, that's might have been what those guys were looking at last night, is if these were breached or about to be breached. Because if they bust those water tanks, that's a lot of water. It's like another storm coming over. I wonder if they're, yeah, it looks like they're trying to get access in there, clear it out, you know, where they can get in there and work. Candy's place right here, the mud, this is like one of the worst places I've seen on how wide and deep the mud is. It's really bad right here. Her whole pasture on the left is just covered in mud. Man, this guy behind me is flying with he's got a low boy with a trailer. Take it easy, guy. You gotta go slow in here. There's a lot of opposing. We gotta get in the other lane sometimes. Yeah, like right up here. See what they're doing? They're trying to clear both lanes. I think that's the think that's the street sweeper guy. No, that's not street sweeper guy. What's he dumping out? Trying to see what he's dumping. Looks like sand or dirt. I don't know if he's going to come this way or... Thank God that guy with the low boy wasn't tailgating. I wonder what that is. Oh, he is the street sweeper guy. I was going to say he looks like street sweeper guy. County road guys, they're doing a hell of a job. I don't know if you can see it on the left here, but I'm gonna let this guy go around me. This guy's flying with this trailer. Yeah, go around me, guy. I don't. Go tailgate somebody else. Right here, it went from Candy side on the left. It shifted over to the right a little bit here, the mud. And this is El Dorado Park right here where the fire started. And then it kind of shifted back. You know, it's going on the easiest path, the water and the muck. And a lot of these homeowners are see how they're bringing the mud out here, and I guess the blade guy, the road grader, he scoops it up. They put it in the dump trucks. They're carrying it out for them. County roads are. There was another car down here I saw that got stuck in the mud. One I hadn't seen before. Right here, it kind of stayed in the road. It kind of gets narrow, and then it spreads out, and then narrow and spreads out. Let's see what's down here. And it pretty much followed the road right here. It didn't get these houses on the left right here. Thank God. Oh, I wanted to go in there by Candy's, and I don't know if I could get in there. Her neighbors there, we did the bear rescue. The three bears that got hit by a car. Two of them died, and that next day I called the warden. I said, "There's the little one. The third one is probably up here, hurt somewhere." Yeah, you can see on the left there. It got into the homes here a little bit. But anyway, that poor bear. Couldn't get nobody to answer. So I told Candy, heads up, you got a bear there right in front of her place, got hit. Yeah, I said, you probably got mama bear looking for the hurt cub. And Edison had knocked her phone line down. So she had no internet, no phone. So she didn't really get my message to heads up to her and the neighbors. And then Tuesday morning, she called and said the neighbor saw the cub. He was really hurt bad. And to bring my trap, she got permission for me to trap him. And it was so sad. His back was broken. Oh, it was terrible. And I wanted to put him down right there. He needed to be put down. But the warden didn't want to do it. He said he'd come the next day and was like, he's going to be dead by tomorrow. And he died that night. We put him in the barn and fed him, gave him water, and showed him a little kindness in his last hours because he was hurting. And that way the coyotes didn't get him either. It was so sad. He just had those big old eyes that he knew he was in bad shape. And the neighbors saw him. They looked out and he was trying to pull himself up to get an apple, but he couldn't raise up. Yeah, the neighbors were upset. Oh, I got this big skunk juice. Almost on my... I think he came out, got my front end there. He chews that skunk juice. I call it skunk juice. I tried it once and got hit shooting in high school. Got hit with a low line drive in the center field. It skipped on the wet grass and hit me right in the chest. I swallowed a big hunk of whatever, Red Man or whatever it was back then. Oh, I was on my hands and knees puking. They'll come out and say, "You gonna play ball or what?" And they dragged me into the bathroom, and I threw up for about an hour. And the last time I had chew in my mouth. Just the smell of it makes me sick. Oh, it was terrible. And I burped that stuff up for hours. Oh. Anyway, that's it from up here. I'm going to head over to Forest Falls. Man, this road is getting bad. It's getting like Sand Canyon. Sand Canyon's you alert from pothole to pothole. See ya.